Ben is up there in years. He has not stayed healthy. He looked slow, and he did not look like he had zip on his throws. And the Steelers, I mean, I don't even know how you want to talk about that loss to the Browns, who missed what, like half their defense and half their offensive line, and like three of their top four coaches. Like
Their
that
head
that
coach
was
too
a
is out with COVID.
yeah, that's a brutal playoff loss when you're fully healthy and you have weeks to prepare. Like,
Dude,
yeah,
and you
I,
lost.
I,
You
I would
lost.
be looking at him.
You lost to the Cleveland Browns, their first playoff win in like 25 years, 26 probably. I don't know the math, but 25 plus years.
Something
You're gonna
ridiculous.
go down in history. Like this is an entire era. Dude, there were three things that were guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and the Cleveland Browns sucking and not winning a playoff game. Steelers changed that.
Steelers changed that.
But yeah, I mean, look, I as someone who's paid attention to the AFC North, I watch Steelers games. And even here's the thing, even in the beginning of the season when Big Ben was playing better, because there was a difference between the way Big Ben was playing in the beginning of the season and the way he was playing towards the end. Towards the end, he did look a lot slower. There was a little less swing on the ball, and I think a lot of that had to do with fatigue over time. And the Steelers' offense, they're an offense that relied heavily on Big Ben last year, especially. They did. James Conner miss a few games, and James Conner, like, love him to death. We love his story and everything, but he's not really a every down back, and it's hard to really find an every down back. But the problem is with the Steelers, they didn't even have a one or two down back on the bench either. So like they didn't have that support in the backfield for Ben. You saw that Juju was off this year. He spent more time dancing on logos and anything else, and which I don't have a look. Here's the thing. When you dance on a logo, you at least better show up. Like I'm someone who has been victimized, but had his logo danced on. My team in the next game showed up and did a little payback. But in all seriousness, I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers, what they need to do, and look, the GM said it. As we sit here today, Ben is a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers. What they need to do is probably find a way to move on. I don't think they will, though, because the way the Steelers are, the Steeler way, is to hold on and to hold him on to him. And I think this is probably going to be his last year. And I think all signs point towards that. I think after this year, even the Steelers won't ignore it. It's kind of similar to the deal. You could see a similar deal with what happened with the Ravens, because the Ravens are a very similarly run kind of organization as far as they're very player friendly. They're kind of like a family in a sense, right? And they're a well run organization. So I could see a potential where the Steelers could draft the quarterback of the future towards the end of this draft. In the first round. And I think someone that could come in would be, like that. I forgot his name already. Trey Lance. Trey Lance, I think, would be a great fit for that Steelers team. I don't want to see him. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want to see Trey Lance on that Steelers team. Like I'm serious. I think they
So,
draft Trey Lance.
so here's
Like
my
the,
thing: is
yeah.
I kind of want to compare this to the situation in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers, and obviously Aaron Rodgers is better than Roethlisberger is right now and overall, right? But they weren't afraid
Obviously.
to take a quarterback. Yeah, but they weren't afraid to take a quarterback. They took Jordan Love, and he's still mad about that. He's still mad about it. Like he
He
just
was
won the MVP.
so mad that he had a shot to take that team to a Super Bowl and run in for a touchdown, and he decided not to.
He decided not to. So like, do when you look at and we still know like there's still quarterbacks out there. Like there are a couple guys in the draft you can get. Like I think that you can move up to 15 and get a decent quarterback, right? I don't think all three of them are going in the top four. So like there are options on the market. Your boy Cam Newton's still out there. If you're looking for someone he might not fit the Steeler
uh,
way, but
Not even
like
the Steeler way. I don't know, man. Cam, I love Cam.
Garoppolo maybe you
Ah,
look
but
for Garoppolo.
no, that salary, dude. They're not gonna pick. One thing you gotta understand about the Steelers too. They're like it's a weird way. they avoid spending. They're it's weird. They're smart about it though. They avoid spending money on those types of players, like those unproven types of players. And like if they do, it's like one in like once in like a generation they ever do it. So like I just don't see them making a big splash like that. I don't think they're gonna be willing to give up what the Niners want in exchange for Garoppolo. I think that's also plays into it. That's why I see them drafting a quarterback. That's more so the Steeler way. Like whether it's Mac Jones, whether it's Kid Wilson out of BYU, or I think Trey Lance would be the best fit for that team. But I think that's more apt to what they would do, and they might not even do it in the first round. To be honest with you, they might just do it in the second, third round, and take a shot there. Like that's.
I mean, we know the record with second round quarterbacks. The record for second round quarterbacks is not good.
Hey, Derek Carr, I'll have you know, is still a
he
franchise
might be available.
quarterback.
Why don't you go trade for him? You're the
Me?
Steelers? Derek?
Oh no, no,
you,
no.
the Steelers.
I'm about to say me. I got me a quarterback
y'all good.
that's also
Y'all
a running
good.
back at the same time, so I'm cool with that. He's like double the punch at the same time. I'm fine, but no, I mean that could be interesting, right? But again, the problem comes up with Carr's contract, and like if David Carr or Derek Carr was if Derek Carr was Peyton Manning in 2012 on that salary, I could see them making that move. But Derek Carr is not Peyton Manning, and on that salary, like Carr's like on a $120+ million deal. I don't see it. Like that's just the thing. Like they would be the most Steeler thing to do to just be like, all right, whatever. Ben's back, second round. Pick Jones, pick, someone else, right? And just kind of go along the next year and see what happens.
The Giants have been the laughingstock for a few years now. Eli Manning was a punchline for a few years before he retired. This isn't a 2020, 21 thing. This is a going back to, Odell and the wide receiver core on Justin Bieber's boat kind of deal, right? When things just went downhill. Like, it's a cautionary tale. The, TikTok juju nonsense. And Ben wasn't terrible. You're looking at a 64% completion percentage or 65% completion percentage, 3,800 yards, 33 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and a 94 QB rating. Like, those aren't, awful numbers. Those are decent numbers. And he missed a game, didn't he? He missed a game or two. So we're talking about, fine. He wasn't horrendous. But that's the thing is you go from not horrendous to horrendous like that. It's a fucking snap of the fingers. And so you got to get out in front of that. You got to know when it's time. And that's why guys like Stafford were get me the hell out of here. Send me to someplace I can win. Because, Stafford knows that he's 5, big hits away from his career being over. And those 5 hits could come in one game or come spread out over 3 seasons, right? And he took the bet that he can get, protection in Los Angeles. So, I mean, you're going to watch him, have that collapse into terrible, or you're going to get out in front of it, get a quarterback who legitimately can win you games, not some second-round Geno Smith looking ass. And get out there and be on top of winning. The Steelers are a smart franchise. I know you hate them.
No, I'm not. I never said they weren't. That's part of the reason why I hate them. That they are a smart franchise. They're literally the only other competent franchise in our division. That's primary, and they have been for 20 years. That's why I hate them. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.